What's up, y'all? It's Caleb here. We've sold a couple things. Was given a couple things for the challenge that I'll explain in a minute. And also, I got something to try and charge the computer. I got a charger. It did not end up working, but I'll explain what I'm going to do with that in a minute. So let's talk about the sales first. We sold this Tough Nut display. We already sold one just like this. I think that one went for 34 or 36. This one just sold for 30. And that means that of the little Tough Nut displays, we've sold 9 out of 10 of them, which is just crazy. I should have grabbed every single one, but I didn't realize there would be this much of a market for this stuff. And we sold something else, the Tough Nut. Now, I knew, I'd sold 8 of these already, so I kind of knew that the last 2 would eventually sell. But this, I didn't know if it would ever sell at the price I had for it. And I had this listed at, I think I started at $120, worked my way down a little bit, and it's been sitting at $80 free shipping for a while, but it just sold for that much. And you can see what we paid there for it. I decided not to take that sticker off. I got 2 of them. I took it off on the other one, and it damaged the box a little bit, so I just left that sticker on there and showed that in the photos. But yeah, used these go for about $25, and so I just sold this one for $80. Free shipping, pretty crazy. Shipping isn't going to be bad on this, probably $5 or $6. But yeah, after we add these 2 sales and subtract the fees, we should be up to pretty close to $500. I'll put a total up on the screen. But let's talk about some other stuff. So I picked this wall charger up. That's like I didn't realize what it was at the time until I bought it. But that's like for hair clippers. I thought it was going to work for the computer. It did not end up working. That's just a little bit too long. So it didn't do anything with the computer. But, maybe I could still sell this. I looked it up on eBay. There's there's one listed for like 13 plus shipping, which feels high. So, if I were to list it for maybe 11 or 12 free shipping, maybe I can still sell it. I am going to subtract $1 from one of these sales here when I add it up and make a total and show y'all in a minute. But now let's talk about what I was given. Well, I'll put it up. All right, I got them both moved up here. So the story behind these is that when me and Elijah were thrifting, whatever day that was last week, when we were finished, his family actually gave me these 2 items. They were given these items and didn't really have any use for them. So they just asked me if I wanted them, and I told them I would take them and try to sell them. So we have a Emerson Extra Bass Expander stereo. I have not tested this yet, but it should work. It's in good physical condition, just a little dusty. I haven't really looked at comps very much, but hopefully I should be able to get $15-20 for this plus shipping. And the other thing, which is pretty interesting, I guess it's Sudoku, but with these like marbles. All the marbles are there. I'm not sure if all the cards are there. If they are, I'm thinking I should be able to get 25 to 30 free shipping. So, you're not going to be making much after you have to pay for shipping for this, but if you don't have any buy cost at all, it's still worth selling. I was surprised. There were actually a lot of comps for this. People do want this item. So if I list it, and I will, it should sell for, maybe not for too much, but we're still going to be making money since we don't have a buy cost. But yeah, thanks again to Elijah's mother and grandmother for giving me those items. This week, I don't think Elijah's going to be able to, but I'm going to a live auction on Saturday, and I don't want to spoil it, but there is some really cool stuff there. Some really awesome video game items. So, we'll see who shows up, but I'm hoping no one else is going to be there who cares about that stuff. But, like I said, I don't think Elijah will be there. I think it'll just be me. Good news, though, I think I'm going to bring my GoPro, so we'll have our first video on an actual camera on the channel. But yeah, you're just stuck with me for the video this week. All right, I guess I'll catch you on Saturday. What's up, y'all? It's Caleb here. It's not auction time yet. It is nighttime, but we have made a few sales, and I just wanted to tell y'all what I was able to sell on eBay. The game that we've sold out of those PS4 games, the first one to sell is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I tested it. It works just fine. The disc is in good shape. I listed this for $38.99 plus shipping. Did not promote it, and it just sold for $38.99 plus shipping. Awesome find for $3. Awesome flip. We also sold our Power Ranger figure new in the box. It's not old, it's not vintage, but we did have to pay up for it. We paid like $27.50, but we just sold it for $70 free shipping. Shipping will be around $10 on this, so still making a really good profit there. You know, we're going to walk away with 20 bucks that we wouldn't have had if we didn't pick up this figure after fees and shipping and all that. And we also sold the Kodak Easy Share camera. It works fine. I'm of course not including the batteries. I don't think you're supposed to ship AA batteries. I might be wrong about that, but I wouldn't include batteries anyway. I don't know why I'm rambling about batteries. Yeah, we sold the camera for 30 bucks plus shipping. I had it listed for 40 and accepted a best offer. So whenever I put a total up, whenever me or Elijah put a total up on the screen, it's going to be a really big number. You know, we've made some really good sales lately, some quality sales, and there's a bunch more good stuff listed on my eBay store right now. So hopefully before today is Tuesday, it's Tuesday night, so hopefully before Saturday some more stuff will sell and I'll have another update for you. That's it for now. A couple sales yesterday, just made one today. So I had 2 listings up. One was the well-built bread machine and all the parts, and a listing that sold was just the parts. Now you might ask yourself why I would do that, but the machine and everything, I listed that for 30 plus 30 shipping, and this I listed for 25 plus 10 shipping. It's obviously a lot lighter than it would be to ship that whole big thing, but this is going to be really easy to ship. So this got a lot of interest, and it wasn't getting many watchers, but it was getting a lot of views, and it did just sell for $25 or $24.99 plus $10 shipping. I don't know if I already said that or not, but we're going to be making after fees around $15, so this will put us above $4.50. What's up, y'all? In this video, I will be going to a live auction. If my voice sounds a little bit different, it's because I have not been feeling 100% in the last few days. For those of you who don't know what a live auction is, because I feel like it is a bigger thing here in the South. Basically, when someone dies or moves, someone will come in and auction off their stuff. Now, there was a ton of profitable stuff at this auction that I went to, and it was run by the same guy whose estate sale we went to in week 4. How much stuff do I actually get? Well, check out the next clips and find out.
Here we go. Buy you a tool bag and show it off to everybody. All right, who gives $10 on the bag full of tools? Now 12 and a half. $10 bid, now 12 and a half. You do 12 and a half, now 15, now 17 and a half, sir. 17 and a half, 17 and a half. Getting back in. Are you bidding? Thank you. Now 20, 2 and a half. Back for more. 22.50. $20 bid, now 22 and a half. Anybody else? Anybody else? Sold out. $20, number 14. Over this way, Brian. Right down here, Miss Buck. Some tools in the box, pliers, screwdrivers, Allen wrenches, a little bit of it all, put you in the mechanic business right there. There we go on that right there, and he'll give $5. Five, yeah. 7 and a half. $5 bid, now 7 and a half, 7 and a half, now 10, 12 and a half, $10 bid, now 12 and a half, now 15, now 15, 12 and a half, 15. Anybody else? Sold out your way, $12.50. Number 2 is the buyer, number 2 is number 12. What you got, Brian? Hearing protection, got straps, we got clamps, we got rubber mallet, we got it all right there. And all right, here we go. We'll get $5. Yeah. 5, now 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, now 15, either one of those. Now 17 and a half. Gotta be 17 and a half, now 20. Gotta be 20, 20, 20. Anybody else want in at 20? So about 17.50 right there, number 37. Number
the GameCube stuff.
one time.
Yep.
Just one time on the GameCube controller. You buy any extra?
See, this had a receiver with it.
Just tell them a flat full of toys. Oh, that's cool. It's not cool at my house, but it's cool. Yeah, that's crazy. You're buying the beer flat full of toys, guys. The little pocket action figure.
Horses.
Look at 10. Look at 10 for it. Yep, we need 10, 12 and a half. $10, 12 and a half, 15. $15, 75. Now 20, $20 bid. 75, 20, now 2 and a half. 22.50, now 25. 22 and a half out. 27 and a half. 27.50, now 30. $30, 32 and a half. 35, 35, 7.50. 37 and a half. 35, 37 and a half. 35, 7. He's 35. Where you get 37 and a half? Now 40, you'll be $40. 37
Yep.
42 5, 42 5,
Yep.
49 2 and a half, 42
Yes.
5, 45,
Yes.
47 5, 47 and a half, 45 7,
Yes.
50 now $50, 50,
Yes.
55, 50 now 5, 55, 50 now 5, 5 55, 55, 50 here, 5 55. Total out $50, 25, higher 25.
How about 25? Take it. I think I'm probably more than double that. So I don't know. I mean, it depends on. It did look like it was in a little bit rough shape, but I mean that's still a really good
like
deal.
The
I
front
mean,
on the disc tray or whatever.
I'll still make a little bit. I'll still make
But
some on it.
it works perfectly, you know.
Thanks. That's a good deal. So
Oh, you're welcome.
if you find any more stuff, just tell me. I'll buy it.
Okay.
Higher 25. You're buying the box full of electronics, GPS software, universal remote. You're buying the box. I get 10. 10. I got 10. I need 12 and a half. 15. 12 and a half, 15. 17, 50. 20. 22 and a half. 25. 27 and a half. 30. I'm gonna need 30 bucks. 27.50 now 30 for $30 bidder. Any new bidder got 27 and a half. Anybody 30? 32.5. 32. Pick a sweet spot.
Got a router.
On the router, guys, on the ASUS router. 20 bucks.
Yep.
35.
Yep.
30.
Yep.
35.
Yeah.
Do 35. 40.
50.
50 now, 5.
Yeah.
Who's 50?
50.
55. You owe me 55.
Yeah.
60. You owe me 60. Now 65.
Yeah.
70. 70 now 75. 80. 85. 90. 95. 100. 105.
Yeah.
110. 105 now 10.
Yeah.
110. 110. 115. 115. 115. 110. 115. 110. 115. 115. 110. 15. 115. 115. 112. 50. 110. 112 and a half. 115. 115. 117. 50. 120. 120. 117. 50. Now 20. 120. Total 117. 50.
I'm back from the 2-day auction. I didn't get any footage the second day, but I did pick up one item that I had to pay up for, but should bring us a lot of profit. Anyway, let's get into what I got the first day. So I got this box of stuff here for $17.50 plus a 10% buyer's premium, so basically 20 bucks. But most of the stuff in here I wasn't really interested in, but I bought it for these 3M WorkTunes headset. They are Bluetooth. They don't look like they've been used, but I should be able to get 60 to 70 plus shipping on eBay. So that's a really good score there. And this strap here might be worth a little bit. It might actually be worth listing on eBay. The rest of the stuff, it's not worth listing. It's just a screwdriver and a mallet and then a clamp. But if we were to get a storage unit and have a yard sale, I could just throw those items in there. And then the other stuff I got the first day, I'm not gonna really make anything on. I think I did overpay, just a kind of a spur of the moment thing. These 3 items here, the Nintendo GameCube Wavebird, this off-brand GameCube controller, and this game here. Now I paid 15 bucks for this stuff in the hope that I would find the GameCube Wavebird receiver in a different box, because it was at the auction at one point, and all the GameCube stuff was in one box, but they separated the boxes, and I have no idea what happened to the Wavebird receiver. So yeah, 15 bucks for these 3 items here, plus the 10%, so like $16.50. I'm not gonna make much on. Best case scenario, I make like 5 or 6 bucks. But I'll probably just break even. I don't think I'm going to lose anything. But I should have left these items behind. And I'll get into the big item that I bought yesterday now. And y'all, please just excuse my voice. I've not been feeling 100% the last couple days, but I am getting better. Anyway, here's the only item I picked up for the challenge on the second day of the auction. It is a Danbury Mint Peanuts display. There are 2 currently listed on eBay. One for $190 plus $30 shipping, another one for $300 free shipping. And I did have to pay up for this item. I'll get to what I paid in a minute. But anyway, it is in good shape. It's not broken anywhere or chipped anywhere. At first glance, it might look like it's broken there and there and there on the red, white, and blue. However, these firework pieces go in there, so that's just how it is supposed to look. The paint is chipped in a couple places. You know, the actual whatever the figures, they're not broken. It's just paint is a little chipped on it. But anyway, I did have to pay $90 for this plus the 10%, so like basically $100 for this. However, after I subtract buy cost and fees, I should still be making about $50 on this. So it was definitely worth going back to the auction on the second day just to get this item. Now, I did buy some games from one of the guys helping with the auction. He just wanted to give them to me, but I did want to give him a little bit. So I paid him $25 for the stuff that you're going to see next. Actually, before I talk about the stuff that I picked up from that guy, I want to talk about some sales that we had. So one thing I've already shipped out, that was Days Gone on the PS4. I sold that for $11.99 plus shipping, not promoted. And we've made 2 other sales here. I'm going to talk about the better one. First, we sold Dead or Alive 5 last round on PlayStation 4 for $14.99 plus shipping, not promoted. We're going to make like 11 or so after fees. And we also sold Ernest Saves Christmas for $9, free shipping, promoted. Now, this was almost not even worth selling for that, because after fees and shipping, we're going to make like $1.55. So this is officially the worst sale of the challenge. Now, we did only pay, I don't even remember, like it was 50 cents or less for this. So we're at least tripling our money, but unfortunately we're not making very much on this. It will be easy to ship though. So yeah, I will give you guys a total of everything we spent at the auction and the stuff from that guy that I'm about to show you, and a total of where we are at after I show you his stuff. Here is most of the stuff that I picked up for $25. I also got a PS2 Fat. It unfortunately does not read discs, but I'll show you that in a minute. Also, unfortunately, Guitar Hero 1 and 2 do not function, but Guitar Hero 3 does, and it is complete in box. So I'm going to put that with the guitar that does also work properly, and hopefully get 50 or 60 plus shipping. So there we go. I'm already going to be doubling my money, and I still have a few other things here. And now none of the games are anything great, and I have not tested them yet, but I don't think any of them are worth more than, I don't know, maybe $3 or $4, but I'll just lock them up. I don't think, yeah, I don't think any of these are anything special. So maybe I get $5 plus shipping for the lot of games there. And also, I have this PS2 Fat console. Like I said, it does not read discs, unfortunately, but I should still be able to get, you know, maybe like $20, $30 for parts. It does have this OEM memory card, which I'll have to look it up, but it might be worth selling it separately, and a first-party controller that I've not tested, but I'm sure it does rattle, but it'll probably work. So yeah, definitely a good pickup for $25, and I'll update you if I sell any of this. $30 and $30 shipping, and the whole thing was getting 0 interest.
Hey everybody, sorry. I just watched that blooper for the first time, not even kidding. He sent this to me a few days ago, and I've just neglected to watch it. And I have no idea who that was. I know he has a couple of siblings, and he had some cousins, I think, that might have been over by that point. But no, I don't think he had any cousins over at that point. Oh, goodness, I don't even know. Whatever that was, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't really hold it together very well right now. But I'm going to add this to that part of the video. I just figured it would be nice to have an honest reaction to that blooper, because that blooper was honestly really funny, and I thought it's better to do an outro with my reaction to that blooper than just some random cheap outro. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a little side disclaimer, I technically could have fixed the smallness of some of this video, but I honestly had too much fun with like every so once in a while, like every minute and a half, putting something funny in there. I understand that you guys watched about 3 minutes of it that didn't have anything funny. Sorry for that, but I just didn't want to watch the whole thing through again because I had watched it all the way through just to see what I could do. But I had a little fun making all those jokes and things. But anyway, remember to like and subscribe. You should have seen a little symbol, little logo with like and subscribe on there. Well, actually, I don't know exactly how that's going to work. You can't click on it to subscribe, but it should have been reminded you at the beginning of this video to subscribe. You had better do that. These are great videos, great content coming up. This is a pretty good video in my opinion, even though I wasn't there to film it. So it took a little bit, and it's not exactly to my liking because Caleb put it all together to me and sent it to me through Dropbox. So that was quite a fiasco trying to get that from his phone to my phone, or from my phone to the computer. But I was able to get it from his phone to mine using that Dropbox app, or he was, because I really didn't have much help with that. But just to let you know, that's kind of the technical difficulties we were having. No, don't go black on me. Anyway, see you guys on the flip side.